Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jonathan Puga, and today I'm interviewing Robert Hollis, the CEO and founder of Success in Minutes. And I'm one of his business partners and one of the top people in the company. So I want to interview him today and ask him a few questions about it. How you doing today, Robert?
Awesome, Jonathan. It's so awesome to actually be in a position where you and I can do stuff like this after taking the time to work hard to build this to now share it with the world. You know, we've been working at this for a good 3 years, and you and I have been able to show a lot of people how to be extremely successful. So now it's time to share it with the world. So this could be fun.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm just super excited, because we're really different and people don't really understand what we are. They think we might be just another company or another marketing system or, just another affiliate program, but we're really not. We're very unique, and that's why I wanted to do this interview with you. So the first question I want everybody to know is, who is Robert Hollis and what is your success story?
Well, really simply, Jonathan, who Robert Hollis is just really simple. An average guy that was out there just basically doing what he was told to do. I really quickly, man, I grew up in Williston, North Dakota, and I became pretty good. I wasn't good at school, but I was good at mechanics and good with my hands. And so what I did is I just started learning mechanics and turned that into a career, which I know a lot of people that probably watch this video, the worst thing you can do with your passion, the thing you love, your hobby, is make money with it, because then you fall out of love with it. And so now I'm a mechanic, and I used to love building race cars, but now I'm working on cars 6 days a week. So now I don't want to work on race cars, and I sort of lost passion for that. I got married really, really young and had my son, Robert Hollis Jr., and no matter how hard I worked as a mechanic, I always had a little more month left at the end of the money. And man, I just hated what I did. No matter what, I would save a little bit of money, and then something would happen to the car, something would happen to our apartment, and something would happen to take that savings away. And I was just doing what I was told to do. I thought that was it. And all of a sudden, what happened is I got hurt and put on workman's comp. I was making $900 a month. And man, Jonathan, they told me it was going to be like 90 days, 6 months. And all of a sudden, it ended up being I had to go in and get surgery on my knee again. It messed up my knee. And now all of a sudden, I sold my toolbox. I can't be a mechanic anymore. I went and took my car, a beat up used Celica, and took it to the pawn shop to get a pawn loan on it. Couldn't make those payments. And now I got the repo man chasing me around. I had an eviction notice on my car on my apartment. And all of a sudden, man, I just tell people I got down on my one knee, man, and I just prayed. I said, God, man, there's got to be something better than this. This is ridiculous. I just didn't think it would be this hard. And one of those breaking points in my career was, my life, was, I'm driving home. I pulled a car over to the shoulder of the road, and Robert Hollis Jr., he must have been 7 or 8 or 6 and 7 right in there. And he just said, hey, listen, Dad, if you go up a couple more blocks and hang a left, our apartment's on the right. And Jonathan, I just didn't know how to lie to my son. I didn't know how to tell him that I made decisions. I felt the worthless I could be. And thank God I opened up my mind. And a guy named Sean Hennigan, I always talk about him in my book, because here's a guy that had the courage to reach out to me and basically share with me. Listen, I met this guy who was making 62 grand a month. His name was Bill Gould, and he said he's looking to expand, his territory. And he's going to teach people. I said, I'll come pick you up. So I went and met him, and when I met him, this guy, I asked him what he's done in the past. He said, I installed tires and installed car stereos, and I was going, I can do this. And he said he only been with the company for about 6 months. So, to be straightforward, which I always am, I didn't need to make 62 grand. I needed to make like 4 grand a month. I thought if I could pick up 10% of what this guy knew, that would be 6 grand a month. That'd be like 72,000 a year. That's more than I've ever made. So, that's when I just bit into what he had to offer. I threw in blind faith and went to work with him. And long story short, I made $258,000 my first year, $520 my second, $785,000 my third. Made over $1 million before I was 30, and now I've made over $43 million in total career earnings. I've helped 45 people make over $1 million a year. Wrote a book about 1.5 years ago that went to #1 in some of the areas of Amazon, and now I've been speaking on stages all over the world with some of the top speakers of the world, you know, from Robert Kiyosaki to Les Brown to Eric Worre to, you know, all these people. It's just been incredible. So yeah, what a wonderful life. So what really got us to where we are today is all of a sudden 3 years ago I got on stage with Eric Worre, and everybody started saying, man, what do you tell me? You built 400,000 people in a company in 4 years. How in the hell do you do that? And so all of a sudden, I've never ever spoke, Jonathan, ever outside of my network marketing company or out of my group. I was taught that you just taught the people that were in your organization. And so now I'm speaking to people all over the world. So now I got people coming to me on a daily basis saying, can you please show me? Can you please mentor me? Can you please tell me what you do? And that's where Success in Minutes came from. Success in Minutes came from me then making everything that I knew in the past 27 years that helped 45 people make over $1 million a year. And who knows how many tens of thousands of people that now, you know, have a full-time income and all, you know, all over the world. And now we decided to make that stuff generic. And so now, you know, since February, we've been playing around with this company. We got 87,000 affiliates. We're growing by 20% a week right now, and just loving life, man, just loving life.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for elaborating on that.
You bet.
Can you tell me a little bit about, I know the co-founder, Bill Ebert?
Yeah, well, Bill Ebert and I met. You know, some people don't believe in this online stuff. I was actually searching for someone online to help me build the platform that we have today. And I was looking for someone and ran into this guy. I believe his name was Andrew Wagner. And he immediately introduced me to another gentleman named Tom. And Tom started working with me and started showing me all this stuff. And I just didn't realize that the person that he had behind the scenes that was sort of like a subcontractor was a guy named Bill Ebert. And so when Bill Ebert and I met each other, it was like, man, just instantaneous best friends. We both want the same thing, you know, married with kids and just want the best for them. And it was like, I know this sounds sort of mushy, but I don't care. You know, it's like, we're like yin and yang. You know what I mean? He's got this incredible genius engineering technology mindset, but the guy has been extremely successful. He's made millions of dollars. He's built a company to really fast and sold it for $10 million. The guy is a self-made multimillionaire all in his own right. And so, you know, for us to be working together, I mean, the guy's got so much knowledge. It's amazing. I've never met someone that's that versely read and that versely world knowledge. And so, you know, you take his knowledge and his technical aspect, and what I believe that God's given me the ability to inspire people to believe that they really can do this. I love running into people, and when I really get in their hearts and their mind, I like helping people become supermen. You know, they're going, listen, man, if that hit from Montana can pull this off, I can do it. And I don't mind people thinking that of me. You know, I got my own language. I say words differently. I say sentences differently. I'm telling people that go, man, I can't wait to learn, you know, French or Spanish. And I said, man, I'm still working on English.
That's awesome. So Robert, what is Success in Minutes, and what are the products?
Success in Minutes, very simply, is a platform that you can get inspiration, training, and motivation from, and mentorship from. You know, this platform, believe it or not, allows you to get live interactive mentorship from myself and also Bill Ebert, and also the other super affiliates and pros that were help working up the ladder. So when I first got involved in the online market, everyone said, from Jeff Walker, the $400 million man, is you got to put incredible value. You got to get people to know, like, and trust you. So Bill Ebert and I have been working for over 3 years to put over 200 hours, you heard me right, 200 hours of video and audio content to help and train people. Then what we did is we built a platform that has unlimited products that you can offer for free to build leads, also a contact manager, unlimited capture pages of every style. And then we also put together where It's a platform. As I'm doing presentations and trainings, people can actually share a live link that shows me doing an overview where people can put their contact information and immediately show up in the contact manager. There's all kinds of stuff that the contact manager does. And then on top of that, we build one of the most robust, customizable blogs that you can imagine. Again, how I made millions of dollars is being very good at promoting someone that was more successful than me. So what I thought is everybody's saying, well, build a blog and then put content on that blog and then build all these products for free that you can, offer to people to build a list. What I did is we did that for them, Jonathan. We put together all those things that people can do nothing but promote us, and they get the lead. We help them build a list that they can know, like, and trust, and build a relationship with them that they can use this list forever. If you ever talk to anyone that's extremely successful, from Robert Kiyosaki, he says it best. A lot of people spend all their time trying to build their career and look for a job to get a paycheck. What successful people do is they build networks. And they also find ways of building other networks and helping other people with their networks. So that's network, where, network marketing or affiliate marketing comes from. And then the other thing is the online marketers say the most valuable thing that you can have is a list of people that know, like, and trust you. So we know that if we teach you these skills to be able to build a list and find people that want to have more in their life and become successful in this life. A lot of people start out in home-based businesses, but they don't get the results they want. They don't get the duplication that they're looking for. And I say a statement all the time, Jonathan, how can you teach people to be better than you? You can't. So you better find someone to put them in front of so that they can teach your people to be better than you, so you never have to work for anybody ever again.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what would you say Success in Minutes is for, and how can it benefit them? And this is a kind of a complex question, Robert. So affiliate marketers, network marketers, and just the average person that's struggling, that needs a way out, like you did, 27 years ago, that's looking for a way that they have to make money. So what are the different benefits and options for those people, and why should they join?
Perfect question, Jonathan. You always ask the best questions. I love doing interviews with you. Well, one of the things, I wrote in a book, how is that working? One of the key things I write in this book that I think is so important is you got to be careful who you're listening to. And I just want to throw a philosophy out there for every one of you. If you're trying to teach your people how to be successful and you're not yet, how is that working? Second step, if someone above you or within your company, if you haven't picked the right mentor for you to make a full-time income, how is that working for you? So the whole thought about Success in Minutes is really three different things. One is I want over 1 million members that we inspire, train, and mentor for free. It's a social entrepreneurial aspect for me. In the last stages of my life, which I have quite a few years left, I want to build a legacy. I want to build a legacy like Jim Rohn and Zig Ziglar, rest their whole souls. I want to build a legacy of millions of people worldwide that when they talk about their life being better than it used to be, our name comes up. Success in Minutes name came up. Because it's not just going to be about me. It's going to be about me and all the super affiliates, all the pro affiliates. So that's the first step. The second step is for those people that know that they love the company that they're in, they love the product, they love the compensation plan, they love the company story, but they're not getting the results that they're looking for. They don't have those secrets, this duplication aspect. We at Success in Minutes, we want to make you the #1 money earner in the company that you're with. Now, the first thing that people are going to do is they're going to go, oh my God, that's a conflict of interest. Well, I want to put yourself in a position of your upline or your company owner. You've designed to get involved in Success in Minutes. You learn the philosophy, the mindset, and the skill set that it takes to be successful, plus you duplicate your leaders. You're now all of a sudden one of their top earners. You're making $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 a month. Should your upline be mad? No. Should your company owner be mad? No. So if you got people that say, well, I don't want them distracted, I don't want them going over and learning from somebody else, ladies and gentlemen, that's ego. That's ego. Someone saying that you're their people. Come on, man. You know, I go out and get personally mentored by people like George Pratt, Brendan Burchard, Eben Pagan, Frank Kern. I paid these guys $10,000 for mentorship sessions with them. I just got back from Eric Worre, you know, going through a breakthrough with him. I want to learn from the top of the top of the top. Here's the second step. I don't want to learn that information to come back and teach my people. I want my people to go learn from the experts. Come on! They've been doing it for years. So now I'm learning, my people are learning from the experts that know how to do it, and my sales explode. Another step. What if you're just an online marketer or a traditional person that's got a traditional business like a pizzeria or an auto mechanic shop? You got to learn how to be able to influence the online people around your small traditional business. You got to learn how to do social media. You got to learn to build a blog. You got to learn to be able to get people to know, like, and trust you, that you can offer things to them to get them to like you and refer others and continue to come back as a satisfied customer base. Loyal, satisfied customer people are the key. Without a doubt is a key. And then there's the last group, Jonathan. The people that just say, you know what, everything you've talked about thus far doesn't interest me. I just want to learn to make money online. And believe it or not, you can make a lot of money, and you can make it fast with unlimited profits and success in minutes. We got an incredible compensation plan that allows people to make 51%, not only up front, but residual on every new person they come in that decides to come in for the personal interactive mentorship that you're actually seeing a little bit of right now. And when you go out there and you help other people become successful, we're going to give you a 100% matching bonus on all your top performers. And so, you know what? You go out there and get 4, you got 1. You go out there and get 7, 2, 10, 3, and every third one that you bring in, you get a matching bonus. So we got people that are in our company that have made over $5,000 in their first 30 days. We got people that have made that kind of money that have been 17 years old. We got people in our company that are over 80 years old. So if you're one of those people that haven't found a home yet, guess what? We'll let you to get involved in our company. We're a hybrid affiliate company. We're free. Get in, get to know us. You know, somewhere around this video, you're going to find a link from Jonathan Puga that not only was one of the top people in our company when he first started, but continues to be in the top all the time. I tell people that Jonathan Puga's nickname is Allstate. If you're working with Jonathan Puga, you're in good hands, because he's really learned the skills over the years, and I'm extremely proud of him, where this man cares more about your success than you do. You just don't know it. So let him have a chance to show you.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Why did you decide to have a money-back guarantee?
Because I don't want anybody's money. I tell people all the time, first of all, I don't need your money. And people will ask all the time, well, why are you charging then? Because I wanted to make it a business opportunity for people that just love promoting training, personal development, mindset. I wanted to give them a chance to be able to make money. I used to put thousands and thousands of people a year in front of personal development speakers and also the speakers of my companies, and never got paid a dime to do it. You know, so they charge $99 or $997 or $400 or $1,000. They never ever paid the people that filled the seminars. I never got that. We want to pay you here. So, you know, that's the key. That's the difference with us, and I hope that makes sense.
Awesome. Yes, it does. How does Success in Minutes promote me, and how does it build my brand? So, for instance, if I want to come in here and learn from you because you've been doing this for 27 years, you've helped thousands of people, I want to be like you. I want to be able to coach like you. And how can you build me up to be a coach? And I know we have seminars coming out, and just kind of elaborate on that for someone that's a coach already.
Right. Well, the number one thing you need to do is find a mentor that's documented in 2 ways. One way is they can make money. They're there to show you that they make money. They have what I call a net worth. and they know how to make money. They document it. But more important, you want to find a mentor that's not only able but available to mentor you, that's already helped other people make a full-time income. See, there's a lot of people out there right now that say that they can do that. You just need to ask for a referral. Say, hey, listen, man, you say you know all this stuff. You want to sell me this tricky software. You can get 1 million leads. Can you give me a name of one referral, please? Please. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so you always can see that they're not based around that. So what you want to do is also find a mentor that doesn't have their ego out of check. See, my deal is I don't know of another mentor that would do interviews like this with all their people.
I don't know either.
I want to make them the deal. I want Jonathan, and if you're watching this, I want you. I want to build you and mentor you, and if you choose to, I want you to be not only doing the training in the back office, I want to get you documented so you're making more money than the majority of people that you think are making money, because they won't show you. And what I'm going to do then is we want to brand you. We want to brand you and get you in a position where I'll promote you. I'll edify you. Then if you want to get on stage, guess what? We always have professional cameras and everything to record it so that we can now package that training and start getting your name and brand all over the world. See, when you come from a mindset of creativity and you come from a mindset of abundance, you're not being scared and coming from a place of scarcity. I don't like saying my people. I don't want, God forbid that I want my people learning from somebody else. My God, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a leader or a mentor that's not promoting you, edifying you, and pushing you up, and secondly, they're telling you not to learn from anybody else, my God, if you hear me, even in this small interview that we did in a short period of time, go back and listen to how many names I mentioned. I'm not scared of Eric Worre or Robert Kiyosaki or Bob Proctor or Bill Gould. No, there's 7 billion people on the planet that needs our help. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about your little people and put your people in front of someone that can show them how to be successful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that answer. And this is a really good question here. You kind of touched on it, but this is something that is just incredible that I think that you brought and put together. I've seen so many successful coaches, entrepreneurs start their own training and seminar companies, and their focus is on just promoting themselves and building their own brand and not offering compensation when you refer a team or your network to their training events. Why did you decide to compensate people and create new leaders like myself, for instance, and all the other pros, and develop them to become coaches and trainers for SIM, Success in Minutes?
Well, it's really, really simple. My thought, really simply, is it all came from a video. I don't mind saying who it was. Everybody knows that Tony Robbins is a master. If you go to him, he always talks about mirror and matching. And the mirroring matching idea is you find someone that's successful, that's documented, and you just mirror and match everything they do. You don't change it. You don't reinvent the wheel. Now, what happened is he came up with a new series, a new DVD series called The New Money Makers. And he was talking about these new people that figured out how to make millions and millions of dollars effortless on the internet. Now, a lot of people don't believe that can happen, but you can go to Forbes magazine and look up Jeff Walker, the $400 million man. He's one of my mentors. And I'm telling you what, yes, you can make a lot of money online. But in all the interviews that he did, Jonathan, he ran across a guy named Dean Jackson. And Dean Jackson said that he listened to Tony Robbins' CD program, the audio program, and he said that it said the first thing you got to do is design your perfect day. And then if you design that perfect day, then you want to put as many of those days together. And so Tony Robbins is interviewing him, Jonathan, and he goes, yeah, of course I know I tell people that. Why are you saying that? And Dean Jackson said, there's no way that I'd ever want your lifestyle. And Tony Robbins goes, what do you mean? And he says, I'd hate to see your calendar. He says, I bet you got something scheduled every day. When's your next seminar? And he said, well, Dayton Destiny, it's going to be in Houston, Texas. And he goes, great, why don't you not show up? And Tony Robbins goes, I don't get your point. And Dean said, listen, have you heard of Siegfried and Roy? They built a multi-$100 million brand, this huge brand. And guess what? One day the tiger was upset, and no one wants to see Siegfried and Puga.
Right.
Their brand's destroyed. It's gone. Elvis dies. It's gone. The brand is gone. If you try to design your perfect day, the other story he told is, if you heard of Blue Man Group. So here's 3 guys in New York trying to go to college, but they're trying to figure out how to make extra money. So guess what they do? They design an act from the start where they never used their voice, and they painted their face with blue latex. And they designed a whole entertaining act around not having an identity, voice or look. So once they figured it out and everybody started shooting money at them, then it got big enough where it turned into an act in New York. It got bigger, so it turned into an act in Las Vegas. If you go right now on the internet and go under Blue Man Entertainment, do you realize that this weekend they're doing a show in Vegas, New York, Miami, Chicago, Paris, all over the world? Then they got other little groups. Believe it or not, the Blue Man Group's going to be in Billings, Montana. So you look at this now, $100 million brand, or like $1 billion brand, like Cirque du Soleil. I want someone to think about Cirque du Soleil, and if you've ever been to one of their shows, how, wow. But no one knows who the owner is. That's what Robert Hollis wants to be. Robert Hollis wants to teach people like Jonathan Puga and people just like you, where people hear about Success in Minutes, or they hear about Unlimited Wisdom, you know, our training company, and then people will know that if you go to that, it really doesn't make a difference who's on stage. They're going to be good. And when people get to know, like, and trust the person that's on stage, of course they're going to want more of those people's products, more of their training, more of their personal development training. And so I want to help people like Jonathan Puga eventually have his total brand away from Success in Minutes. Well, why would I do that? Because I want leverage. I want, when Jonathan's ready to step aside and start building his own brand all to himself, away from Success in Minutes, I want to be the guy there that's saying, Jonathan, I want 10% of your company, man. I'll roll the money up. I'll put everything in. I want to be your partner. Because that's what Bill Gates learned in his end days. He used to want to destroy everyone and compete against everyone. Now he started his own foundation with his wife and his father. He's going to go down in history for being the guy that eradicated malaria worldwide. And what has he been doing in the time? He's not only set records by giving more money away to humanity than anyone in history, but now get this, he now invests in other people's companies. He owns stock in Google. He owns stock in Facebook. He owns stock in YouTube. And he owns stock in all these. And if you look at his sales, I mean, his net worth, since he started doing charity work and started helping other people, his net worth has doubled. So he's gone from 30 to, I think, now $80 billion in net worth, because now he's helping everybody out. Now he sits on the council. Do you know this? I can go on forever. I know it. But, you know, but get this. Do you know that Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company, Bill Gates now sits on the board? Before,
wow.
Bill Gates would like, it's my company, I'm destroying everybody, including Apple, and I'm going to make sure no one succeeds. Man, that's not the way to change the world.
That's awesome, man. People got a lot of nuggets out of that one. So
yeah,
appreciate that. Appreciate that. It really summed up why you're doing what you're doing and helping all of us. So can you please explain what is residual income and why is it so important?
Residual income is very simply doing something one time that continues to pay you for the rest of your life. Now, residual income, if you think about it, it's done with records, it's done with books, but a lot of people hide the concept of residual income. I'll give you a neat example. A singer, for instance, a lot of people will see a singer go out and they think they get residual income. Believe it or not, the singer usually doesn't. It's the person that's actually the studio that put up the money, but guess who's behind the scenes that's getting the residual? The songwriter. The songwriter gets the residual. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people get in this mentality where they need the check right away. It's instant mentality. I need a check. I need a check. The people that are smart do residual income because they know if the record starts selling and it goes into, well, I only need a nickel. I only need a dime for each download. You know, a dime out of 99 cents, man, that sounds ridiculous until you hear someone where the album went platinum 4 times. Well, now you go, a platinum, what's that? A million? Yeah. 4 million? 4 million pennies? 4 million nickels? 4 million dimes? So the best one I always talk about, too, is Jennifer Aniston. You know, you think about this. This lady makes $13 million a year off the reruns of Friends.
Incredible.
And so you got to find a way to get residual income and understand residual income.
Awesome. I got one more question and your final thoughts.
Okay.
So Sim offers over 200 hours of free self-development, social media, marketing, and actually, let's see here. Sorry, I lost my space. Okay. So Sim offers 200 hours of free self-development, social media, marketing, and success training. Is Sim always going to be updated and evolving? And what is your long-term vision for Success in Minutes? And why do you see, you know, who do you see as the future leaders of Success in Minutes?
Well, we're adding new content to it almost on a daily basis. You know, the least that would be is weekly. You know, so weekly right now on a Thursday night, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern Coast time, we do a live mentoring pro for all the pro members. And I was thinking, you know, man, the one thing that people know that if they're watching this video is time flies. Man, it's amazing. I love it. I'm not worried about time flying, but because I just enjoy it. But one of the things is I told someone the other day that they go, well, listen, you know, I got like six or seven pro shows back there. Well, I decided to go count them. There's 13. So, you know, that's 13 hours of some of the best mentoringship that I know is good for people that are starting to be successful. Some of the mindset stuff that I have coming down the road is just going to blow your mind. So I want to get people to sort of know, like, and trust us and really get to understand. But then also, Jonathan, you know that I do a lot of personal mentorship too. So the first question is we're never going to stop adding on almost at least a weekly basis. There'll be new content back there all the time. The second part is, where do I see the company going? Is, you know, I'm very flexible. I know that things will change, social media will change, all kinds of stuff will change. So we always want to be on a cutting edge. In fact, I don't mind saying this, but some people think it's going to be a shout out, but it is. Me and Jonathan Puga, we're playing around with the concept of being able to do interviews instead of having people sit in a boring meeting. And so you're seeing a concept right now of innovation happening, you know, miracles in motion, I call it, where we're constantly refining the best things that we can do. And where do I see the company as far as who's going to be running it in the future is I want to build so much loyalty, and I want to treat people so well. I want to treat people the way that I always wanted to be treated, that they won't want to go anywhere. I know that some of them are going to have some incredible skill sets, and I might have to be an ego and maybe even kick some of the eaglets out of the nest because they're going to become so comfortable with not only the money they make, but the praise and recognition, them flying all over the world on my dime, not their dime, and just really, really treat them like I wanted to be treated. And so, you know, I see the evolving and the new faces and the new people that are going to come up that are going to just be constantly changing. I know you asked me for vision already, but, you know, I really see one day setting someplace and it hits me and I go, wow, there's 20 success in meeting trainings going on in 20 different countries and 20 different cities at the same weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, and technology is going to be the kind where the person that's doing the hosting at the event is going to say, well, before we get started really quickly, let's say hi to everyone. and you see 20 squares on a giant big screen, and then we go round them, and it's like, hey, say hello in Bangkok, say hello in Hong Kong, say hello in Australia, say hello in South Africa, say hello in Peru. And yeah, I mean, we're going to make it happen. There's no doubt whatsoever.
Absolutely, 110%. So Robert Hollis, my friend, my mentor, my business partner, can you give our viewers that are watching this, that I gave this video to, or maybe find it on a capture page or social media, give them your final thoughts.
My final thought is very simple. If you really talk to a lot of people that become successful, you're going to hear a common theme. You're going to hear that they believe that you can do this too. Why do they keep saying that? Is because we all know where we came from. We all had our failures. We all had our insecurities. We all had our self-confidence issues. We all had where, you know, the first time that we spoke in front of a small group of people, we had anxiety attacks. We threw up. We did all kinds of stuff. And I'm telling you, is whether or not you think you're technical or not, whether or not you think you're smart or not, believe it or not, successful people don't have to be smart. You know, a majority of the people that I know, that even Jonathan Puga's asked this question, is a lot of us, you know, a lot of people didn't graduate from high school. You know, just because you don't think you're smart doesn't mean you can't be successful. You can mirror and match exactly what we do. If you got limiting thoughts that are in your mind, we're going to help you with those. So if, one, you don't have the knowledge to be successful, we're going to show you. We're going to help you. We're going to grab onto your hand and show you. If you have the knowledge and you don't know why each and every day you're not excited, you don't get up every day and wonder why you don't have passion in your life, and you want to do something, we're going to help you with that too. So the final word that I have for you is, guess what? You don't have anything to lose. Our training's for free. Come on. Stop being skeptical. So the worst thing that can do is you can come up with a fake email and create a fake Google email and go in and check out our company and look at it. So somewhere around this video that Jonathan and I took the time to do, you're going to see a link. Go inside, look at the training. Reach out through the contact information to Jonathan Puga. You know, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. And I'm telling you for a fact, Jonathan and I care. We care more than you know, but you'll never know if you don't reach out to us. So reach out to us through Skype or Google Hangout or our telephone number, and reach out to Jonathan. You know, we'll know who you are. You know, we want to meet you. So a lot of the interviews that I do are with people that the first time that I do an interview with them, you know, is through a Google Hangout, is through a Skype. And so I just know for a fact that Jonathan's goal is to be one of the top people that Success in Minutes has ever built. And to do that, he's going to get rewarded by helping people that watch this video do the same. So Jonathan has a lot of interest in your success, and so do I. So please give us a chance. Stop listening to people that are greedy and have an ego that don't want you learning from anybody else. Those are dangerous people because they take people and they leave them right where they are forever. So if you've been with a certain leader, a certain mentor, a certain company, and you've made the same amount of money month after month, year after year, I think it's time for change. Don't you? Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, Robert, my friend, my business partner, my mentor. And you said it perfectly. I only have 2 words to say, and then I'm going to end this show. And it's decide abundance. Hope to work with you soon, my friend. We want to help you accomplish all your dreams and goals. See you at the top.
God bless everyone. Have a good day.